Craving those iconic chicken minis, but it's Sunday or your wallet just isn't having it? Feeding your family of 6 adds up fast, so I've mastered the art of making them right at home. Now we can have Chick-fil-A any day of the week for a fraction of the cost.
First things first, I am going to cut our chicken breast in small chunks. Now, the original recipe calls for 1 pound of chicken. I have a large family. There is 6 of us, so I actually bought 2.8 pounds. So I'm going to triple this recipe. In the description of this video, I will put ingredients for just 1 pound of chicken. I'm going to start by prepping all the wet ingredients first. So to my bowl, I'm going to add 3 cups of milk and 6 eggs.
Fun fact, when we lived on a farm full-time, before my husband chose the route of full-time active duty military, the closest Chick-fil-A was an hour away. So in those early years, Chick-fil-A was our good behavior reward. Since it was right next to the doctor's office, it was the perfect bribe for me to get through the appointments. So Chick-fil-A became a special treat for us.
Setting chicken to the side, and now moving on to dry ingredients. We're going to start out with 2 1/4 cup of flour. Now, keep in mind, I am tripling my recipe. So again, in the description, I will have it for just a single serving. Single serving or single batch. Single batch. The same amount of breadcrumbs are going to go in our dry ingredients. So 2 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. I have tried so many Chick-fil-A recipes over the years, trying to find the one that resembles their chicken tenders or chicken nuggets as close as possible. And this one is it. So sometimes people think that the secret ingredient is pickle juice. But unless you get your sandwich with pickles, I don't think I have ever recalled my chicken sandwich tasting like pickles. So right now I'm adding 6 tablespoons of powdered sugar. That will add a little bit of sweetness that Chick-fil-A chicken has. Everything gets balanced with 6 teaspoons of salt. And finally, 1.5 teaspoons of white ground pepper. White pepper has more of our earthy tones as opposed to black ground pepper, and it does not leave the black specks like black pepper does. This made a lot of coating for our chicken, so I'm actually going to mix it up and put it in 2 different plastic bags. One I will use it today for our chicken, and another one I will store and use it for later. I probably could have gone with just making it for the coating itself, just doubling the recipe instead of tripling the recipe. I'm going to prep our chicken nuggets by coating them in dry ingredients, shaking them up, and letting them sit on the cooling rack just for a little bit to dry out before frying them. But one of the ways I test to see if my oil is ready is by sprinkling a little bit of flour. Otherwise, your oil should be at around 365 to 375 degrees. While my chicken is cooking, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I did pick this up from the grocery store, and I'm going to use them as the rolls for chicken mini sandwiches.
As a frugal mom, and as I have mentioned, we're one income military family, I always look for ways to save money. My kids love Chick-fil-A, and so does my husband. So it became a priority to test out every recipe out there to see which one closely matches the taste and texture of Chick-fil-A. After trying many mediocre recipes, I finally found the one, which is the one I'm sharing with you today. I usually try to make a big batch because somehow those chicken nuggets magically disappear quickly, which is a testament to how good they are.
Rolls are done, but we're gonna set them aside because we're fancy around here, and we're gonna add a little bit of glaze so we can have that sweetness of the Chick-fil-A chicken minis. To a bowl, I added 4 tablespoons of butter, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of honey. Let me share with you a little tip so you are not surprised when you're making this chicken. So the very first batch that you will make, it will look like you did not have enough coating on your chicken, or your chicken doesn't have that shaggy look. Don't be surprised, it'll still taste good. However, by the time you get to batch number 3, your chicken will start resemble Chick-fil-A shaggy look chicken, because by this time the egg milk mixture will already combine with flour from batch number 1 and number 2, creating that shaggy look that will not only taste like Chick-fil-A but also look like Chick-fil-A.
This recipe has saved us so many trips to the city and a lot of money over the years. I really hope you give these minis a try for your own family. If you do, drop a comment and let me know, did they satisfy your Sunday craving? And don't forget to come back for more delicious and frugal recipes.